You know, in the 21st century, when you visit the city of Rome, and especially come here to the Vatican and see St. Peter's Basilica, it's hard to imagine that in the first century, Rome was actually the epitome of all things pagan and anti-Christian. Peter was actually the apostle to the Jews. We're not surprised, I suppose, to think that Paul would eventually be martyred in Rome. He was bound to go to Rome by a sense of destiny. But according to ancient sources, Peter also ended up in Rome. And Peter ended up being jailed and eventually crucified here in Rome as well. There's a kind of recentering of the church from Jerusalem to Rome as you get toward the end of the first century, even though Rome would still be characterized as Babylon. When you get to Revelation, you see the mythology of Babylon being used to understand Rome and its influence and its self-perception. But listen to the end of the book of 1 Peter. He says in his final greetings, "She who is in Babylon, chosen together with you, send her greetings, and so does my son Mark." Peter refers to Rome as Babylon as he writes to those scattered among the provinces and the countries where the gospel has gone. Rather than thinking of the diaspora as Jews who have left Jerusalem and lived in other places in the Roman Empire, he's now thinking about Rome as the center and the diaspora being those Christians who are scattered everywhere. This is an interesting view, and he also mentions Mark. This is the John Mark who is apparently his accomplice while he's in his last days preparing to write the Gospel of Mark, which is really based on sources given by Peter himself.